At PEJ, what we try to do is study the trends in journalism and media. We'll read a news article and we'll sit and we have codes. What is this about? We enter those codes into a database, quantify the information based on how long the articles are, or how long the stories are, and we turn that into quantitative information, which gives us the data that we use to analyze the content. We have a team of about 15 people who help do that coding each week, and then we do larger studies over time as well. And all of this goes on our website, journalism.org, which we hope people, journalists and the public, go and read. We look at 52 different outlets that come from 5 different media sectors, as we like to call them. That's newspapers, network television, cable television, websites, popular news websites, and various radio programs. We also have a separate project, which is a smaller thing, but we do every week, which is on new media. We call it our New Media Index, and that looks primarily at blogs and Twitter. It's been a real challenge for us over the last 2 years to keep up with what's going on, since it does change all the time, and the method that you thought a year ago was brilliant, it's not necessarily as relevant today as it was. What we've learned is that, you know, especially with new media, it's not necessarily when you're doing research there's a right or wrong answer on how to do it. It's always about trade-offs, and it's about defending your decisions the best you can. In our regular index, we've been studying the top 5 stories on websites for a long time. We chose 5 stories because that's about how many are on the front page of a newspaper. You could justify doing 10 stories if you wanted, you could justify doing 2 stories if you wanted, and that's not a right or wrong thing, but it makes sense to try and make it sort of equivalent to the front page of a newspaper. You certainly don't want to go out on a limb and do something that's you can't quantify or test or verify. That's, you know, that's too much. But you know, some of the computer coding that's out there now, some of the analysis stuff that's out there now is pretty innovative and interesting. It does feel oftentimes when we're looking into new projects that we're breaking new ground. At least we think we're hoping we're breaking new ground. And there isn't a professor or a book you can consult and this will tell you the way to do that. That's kind of exciting for us in a lot of ways. I think the key for us, the reason that we've had some success in getting our work seen and respected, is because we are so transparent in our methods. You know, one of the things that we hope to accomplish with our work is to spur conversation. Being nonpartisan and being a nonprofit, we're not trying to push any agenda or push any policy choices or anything like that. We're not trying to say that any network's better than any other network, but we do want to encourage people to talk and think about issues in media.